Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Division 2, Round 3 here in Spain. I am joined with Twonk. Good evening, Twonk.
Good evening.
And we're going to be getting qualifying underway. Just got a few things to run through first. Connor has sent me a load of info about standings and all that. First thing we're going to get through is GTAC UK YT is making his return after 3 seasons. Last time he was here, it was ran in F2 cars and scored a fair few points, but this will be the big reset for him back into F1. Also, F1 Antics is serving a race ban for crashing PIDs out under the safety car in China, but he is allowed to return next week in Monaco. And we are having another one, another debut. I'm not too sure who it is, so I'm sure we'll probably figure that one out once we get into the race. If we see him, we'll give him a shout out as well. The top 5 in the... Well, actually, I'll do the top 4, because, of course, top 4 in Division 2 will get promoted into Division 1 next season. At the moment, we've got Blue out in front on 51 points with in the Ferrari. The McLaren driver of Car Brian Con in second at the moment with 28 points, a 23-point gap between the two. The Aston Martin of Reese with 20 points, and then we've also got another Ferrari in Carps on 18 points. Actually tied on 4th, to be fair, with the Aston Martin of not Luke Beck. The constructors, if I just get that up quickly, as you can probably tell, Ferrari are leading the way with 69 nice points. The McLaren are in second with 40 points, and in third at the moment in time is the Aston Martin with 37 points. So are we going to be seeing another a win for Blue, or are we going to see GTAC come back and take a shock victory? Of course, at this moment in time, Blue is the favourite. Your predictions then for qualifying, Twonk, what do you think will happen?
Well, I mean, we don't really know GTA's pace, to be honest. It could be a dark horse here. But obviously, favourite for pole is most likely Blue. He's pretty fast. I mean, normal contenders is normally Reese, Blue, Reese, Blue, or not Luke Beck, I reckon.
So you think the Aston Martin will have the dominance they so crave, I'd say.
Yes, I do believe it. But James has just started his lap and he's now entering turn.
Yeah, I'm just riding on board at the moment. We've got a yellow. It's actually obviously set up purple sector 1. Start doing a run on the medium, so maybe he's looking for a medium starting tyre. Of course, I think a lot of people might decide to start mediums, but there might be a lot of people that probably want that extra point. Is it extra 2 points in qualifying, if I remember rightly, for pole position?
Yeah, extra 2 points at pole.
So them extra 2 points could, always make the difference. As we've got another yellow in sector 3, but I think that's just one of the blue cars. I don't know which one it could be. It could be someone. I think it could be Ellie, SLM. Yeah, that would make sense because Ellie's in the pits at the moment. Of course, as well, there is a performance patch and a new handling model now as well since the update 1.110. So I think I don't know if we'll see a lot of people struggling as James comes across the line with a 119.1 decent time. Of course, the cars are a lot slower compared to how they would have been last week. And then GTAC UK. On the softs though, so that's a 123.9, so 4 points.
Like a bank of that, probably.
Most likely, he might have made a slight mistake. He seems to have just got another fast time. As Blue on the softs, so we can't really compare. He comes across the line with a 117.2, and then Fred the Red with a 119.5, and then Connor comes across the line, sets a 118.5. But I'm going to stay on board with GTAC UK. Pitts also comes across the line with a 117.2. So at the moment on provisional pole it is Blue. I'm not too sure what tyres he was on. He was on softs, so it kind of makes sense that he was up there. GTAC UK, bit of a mouthful, I'll be honest. Is
1.2 seconds up.
Yeah, he's 1.2 seconds up, but there was a lot of mistakes. We did have a comment on the stream. I haven't actually got the stream open just yet. I apologise, ladies and gentlemen. I will try and get to your comments as well.
Fred's doing some more throwing, I can see.
Yeah, I think it's getting out of the way of one of the other cars. GTA C UK does improve by 1.8 seconds, but it's only good enough for 1:22.1. Who else is out on a lap at the moment? I don't know if we are actually officially live, by the way. Could you just check on your end, please?
Yes, I can.
It says that someone is watching.
I do believe that's it for the first round of laps. Oh no, H. Collins is around the final corner and he goes P4.
So decent time for me.
Respectable time on the mediums.
Yeah, a very, yeah. It's only 1.2 seconds off the likes of Blue. Oh, and we've got H. Collins round. Why is it that every time that we always give H. Collins some recognition on the streams, he seems to crash? It happened in Bahrain, I believe. Happened last week as well, and it's happened again today.
GTA, I believe, is on a lap again. Third lap straight on this stuff.
He's run out of fuel by the looks of things.
He's going on again.
Oh, he is struggling quite a lot at the moment.
Yeah, we are live.
1.1 seconds quicker. I'm not going to read out that comment, but thank you very much, Gravity, for joining.
Yeah, we are live for all bit.
But I do hope that GTA C UK can like come up to grips with this, because like I don't want people to. I don't like seeing people so far behind that of everyone. Blues
P4 1:79.
Very good time on the mediums.
7.5 tenths, yeah, off pole.
I'm going to go on board and not Luke Beck, as he's not long just started his lap, so we'll see what he can do in the Aston Martin. Having a very good season. Yeah, Purple Sector 1, so fair play to him. Having a good season so far. A couple of podiums already, I think. Did he have a podium last week? No, he didn't, did he?
No, he didn't. Both Aston's DNF class.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I know he had a podium in Bahrain, so... we've got... Yeah, we've got McLaren of Carb Rankon.
It's going to give him a bit of dirt, yeah.
No... Ooh. Wait, is there some animosity between them two?
Lost there, was there?
I think maybe not Luke Beck was looking for a toe. Oh, very brave into the left-hander there.
He was a bit unlucky there, hitting traffic. Oh, gets a bit squirmy on the rear end.
I mean, he just loses all that. Yeah, just loses all that time that he's found. Who else is on the lap? James Killer is half a second quicker on 4-lap old mediums, so we'll keep an eye on him. But he's low on fuel. He's very low on fuel. Yeah, he's out of fuel.
Is anyone about to start?
I know that Blue's on his lap. He's about halfway through it now. Very comfortable.
H. Collins is round on the final corner. Is he going to improve?
No,
yes, by 10th.
By 10th. But he doesn't move off position, unfortunately. Blue is on the lap at the moment, but he's 500ths down at the moment.
No, I'm really impressed with Pidgeot King, because I knew he had the pace in the wet to qualify, but in the dry, he's really shocked me.
Do you think maybe this is actually like the pace that he's had? He's just had like unfortunate moments. As Blue comes around the final corner, does he improve in time? He does with a 1:17.0. Wowee, fair play.
Oh, Reese goes P2.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Around the entire lap. It's very good thinking from him.
Very good thinking.
On an out lap, would you like to go for a lap with him? Stay on board with him?
Yep, can do. Did you want to run everyone through the lap?
Go on, you take this one.
Oh, okay. So then, we're going to stay on board with Carbs. I'm not great at play-by-play action, but into turn 1 we go. Very easy to lose it on the curbs here, especially turn 2. but he takes it quite nicely. Is he going to stay flat through turn 3? He lifts a little bit. If you have the right line, you can possibly take that flat. Into turn 4 then, down to 4th gear, then up into 5th to minimise wheel spin. Up into 7th, no point in going to 8th, into turn 5 I think that was. I've already lost count of the numbers. I promise you guys I can count to 10. Through 6 and 7 I think this is. Gets a little bit wayward on the exit there. It's so easy to lose the back end. And well held. No, he's lost it. He's lost it and he's gone.
And he's retired from qualifying.
Why is it every time we come on board with someone and give them screen time, they always crash? Oh dear. Okay, so Fred the Red.
On a lap, I believe.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Fred at the moment.
Coming into the final second now. Oh,
he's unvalidated that one. You know what? I think from now on we just won't do comms because I feel bad for everyone. We've got Matteo. It looks like Matteo's actually joined us now, so he's going to be on an out lap. So just let me know when he's back. So
on an out lap.
We've got Fred the Red. Fred the Red, by the way, went 1.9 seconds quicker by looks things, so he's up into P10.
Let's see, he takes his corner. Does he take it flat? Yes, he takes it flat.
Very brave. I'm back. Bless me, sorry about that.
Going through the first split. Purple sector 1.
Yeah, but I'd say that's purple sector 1. Surely not. Surely he's not going to stick this on pole.
Nice exit out as he take turn 6. Good line. Oh,
and yet again, every time we go on board with someone.
The question is, will he block?
GTA CUK. No, he's. I think GTA CUK is on an out lap. Matteo is on a flying lap at the moment. Very tentative. Very tentative. I think. Oh no, he's on a 4-minute time apparently.
SLM's on a lap, but she's being held up by the AlphaTauri. Huge.
Oh, this ain't good. And Fred's round again. But yeah, I don't think SLM 11 will be very happy.
There's some mind tricks going on here with the Mercedes of Collins and Reese. Who's gone wheel to
SLM 11 is a lot slower than her previous time, so I don't think she'll be happy with GTA CUK. As
he's going to try to qualify on the mediums.
Do you think that's the right idea? Because he's 1.4 seconds off Fred at the moment, his teammate. So
well, let's just see how much he can improve by. He's 3/10 off at the minute.
I've got a feeling that he'll come into the pits. He'll come into the pits, stick on a fret softs, and do a flying lap. Or if Matteo can't beat a 120.9, as we're going to stay on board with him now, and of course you've got Ellie as well. If they can't beat his time, maybe GTA CUK will stay on the mediums for this. Well, won't go into a fresh set of softs as Matteo gets a little bit wayward.
4/10 off still. Matteo's coming around the final chicane as he rounds the final corner. Nice line to get the slingshot onto the straight. What we set?
118.
118.4.
And then Ellie goes into P11 with a 118.8, so a very good time actually from her then. 7 tenths quicker than Fred the Red, who's coming out on again.
Oh, Blue's on a lap, he's just set purple sector 2.
Right, we'll stay on board with Blue.
All bit wide, but recovers it well.
Actually, I'll tell you something, that is actually a very good line.
Yeah.
He can actually carry a lot of speed still.
Final corner.
Oh, we've got one of the AlphaTauri round. A 116.8. This
Now
also actually could be his last race in Div 2, by the way. Because there are rumours that he's going to get promoted early into Div 1. I just want to put that out there. Yeah, there is a lot of talks between Connor and other admins, I believe. I could be completely wrong, could be talking out my backside here. But there are talks that he's going to get promoted early. Don't Do I think it's the right thing to do? Yes and no. Of course, there is prize money up for grabs this season, as there is every season, and I would find that quite unfair, as he almost loses it, because like this is a good opportunity for him to win some money. Of course, if he goes into Div 1, let's say in the next couple of weeks, we already know, because of course Hakim, he's been struggling in Div 1, I've been struggling in Div 1 at the moment, so it is probably a little bit unfair. And yeah, Resify, yeah.
However, Twonk is just insane.
How many points have you got again, mate?
I don't know, like
I've only completed one race.
in 2 races I'm on 20, I think. I came 5th and 7th. But no, still. Who is on a lap? I think Pids has just started.
Yeah, I'm on board with them already. Just by complete luck.
Collins running the final corners, 5 tenths up. What's it going to be? Was 3 tenths faster with a 1:17.9 respectable time. Carbon Corns on an outlap run to the softs.
I generally cannot see anyone beating Blue's time. I'll be completely honest. Yeah, I can't see that happening.
Collins is round again at turn 2.
When isn't he going round in circles? Let's be honest. Pids is almost invalidated, but he's definitely lost a lot of time. So he's going to set up for another lap in a second.
I believe
Mateo's coming round, so I think.
Yep. Sets a 1:17.8.
So Ellie has just come out. Now she might just have enough time to get around. She needs to floor it here to have any chance of setting on last lap.
Yeah, she'll have enough time. She's everyone's just starting their laps now. Pitts, is he on a lap or is he?
No, he backed out for a second. I'm going to go on board with Connor because he's starting his lap now.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he was 6/10. Apparently, he was 6/10 quicker when I came onto him. So, mad sentence, but you know.
Unless he just zoomed around his outlap.
Probably. Well, he's 3 tenths up in sector 1. Not a purple sector 1 at the moment. Of course, if he's 3 tenths up, then he will be in about 3rd or 4th. So it's going to be very, very interesting.
He needs to gain about a second, just over a second, if he wants to grab pole.
It's going to be a tough ask because a 1:16.8 is a very, very good time from Blue.
But he does have a slipstream, which is whether this Alpha Tauri, I believe, ahead will get out of the way.
I can't see it at the moment. Oh, he's got a purple sector 2. Connor has got a purple sector 2 here.
He's not going to be happy here.
Oh, he's not.
Alpha Tauri's in the way.
Ooh. So
He's
Connor,
really not going to be happy with that, but
he might have enough fuel to do one more lap.
he doesn't have enough time.
He might.
As he rounds the corner.
Well, he's 2 tenths quicker. He's got enough. He's got enough time to do one lap. Yeah. One more lap, and he should have enough fuel. So we'll come back on board with him in a second. SLM11, she's on a lap at the moment. Trying to see if anyone's almost finished the lap.
Ellie is going into the second split now, and she's half a second under. That will put her 10.9 maybe.
Right, stay on board Ellie then. Come around the final few corners.
There's a mixture of lines going through that right-hander there. It'd be interesting to see what happens in the race though.
It's a bit like the long final corner in Portimao. But anyway, here comes Ellie then. She's going to come across the line. And she goes 7th. Fair play.
That's very respectable.
No, that is actually. I think that's probably her best qualifying this season. SLM11. Actually, no, sorry. We've got GTAC UK. No, we haven't. We've got Fred the Red. He invalidated. So we're going to go on board then with SLM11. Can she improve her time and get into the top 10? She comes across the line and she stays P11. Connor comes into the pit, so he won't be happy. And then GTAC UK is about to cross the line, but he's 1.2 seconds slower. So,
I'll be 2 seconds.
No problem. So Blue yet again with pole position and picking up 2 points, 4.5 tenths quicker than Reese. So then the qualifying rundown, we've got Blue in P1, so a fantastic job from him. Of course, rumours of him going to Div 1 could get stronger after this performance. Reese in the Aston Martin in P2, P3 is Pids, P4 we've got Carps in the other Ferrari, so a good performance from him, and not Luke Beck in the Aston Martin in P5. P6 is Car Brian Con, won't be happy with the Alpha Tauri whatsoever, possibly could have got pole. We've got Ellie in P7, Fred the Red in 8th, 9th is H. Collins and Matteo in P10 with 11, James Killer and GTAC UK rounding out 11th to 13th. All of the drivers on the top 10 are starting on the soft, so we are going to see some action. Be interesting to see what those who qualified outside the top 10 decide to start on. So we are riding solo for the time being, as Twonk has gone to do something, but he should be back any moment. And saying that, he is back.
Hello.
Hello again.
I'll do a full grid rundown if you would like.
I've literally just done that.
Oh.
That's literally what I've just done. So we're just waiting for the drivers to start their formation lap, and then we'll get some race predictions in.
The strategy around here. What is the strategy around here?
I think like either soft to hards or medium to hards, or maybe even like a medium soft. You might be able to do a soft to medium. It just depends on how well you can keep hold of your tyres in the way. So then, race predictions and Twonk. Who do you think will occupy the podium spots then tonight? And you can't say Blue.
I reckon P1. Maybe both. P1 Carps.
Okay.
P2 Carbine Con, and P3 Reese.
You already said that just because of the fact that he's only just joined.
He's my old teammate, I got him. But I don't know whether he's going to be able to jump back in his car or...
he should be able to. Fred the Red was disqualified, and so was H. Collins.
Yeah, I mean, he should be able to jump back in his car when we get to the grid. It's just whether he'll be able to get the whole shot or not. I was surprised.
Yeah, there'll be cold tyres, but... Well, I'm going to go for my top three. That's... you can't carry... No, you carry on what you're saying.
If Reese can jump Blue by the start, I reckon it'll be a lot different race, but if Blue gets up front and gets clear air, I do believe he will run away with this one.
Fair enough. Well, my top three, let's be honest, Blue to win. I'm going to say in second will be not Luke Beck, and I might jinx him, but I have faith in H. Collins. I'm putting H. Collins down for third. Straight up. Straight away, that's what I'm going to say. But,
do you want to take 2 lights out, or should I do it?
I can do it if you want.
Okay.
Oh, yet again, I'm going to get my inner Crofty out. Very weird. We've got a bad situation of bad camera angle. Here we go. So 5 lights are out. Lights out, and away we go. And what's happened to Reese? Reese is not in his car. So we've had some incidents already as Pids goes into turn 1 in the lead with the safety car. No, sorry, not safety car, the yellow flag. And yeah, so a good start from Pids, making the best of a bad situation there, with Blue losing a position, but he's going to lose another position now to not Luke Beck. As not Luke Beck goes down the inside into
as well.
And Reese has got a disqualification, so I wonder if we'll get a race restart. I don't think we will. But Blue having a very bad start in P4 with Carl Briancon moving himself up into third, with not Luke Beck in second, and then Pids in first. So a fantastic start from him. Another shout out will be to Ellie as well. She's up one place, of course, with Reese being disqualified from the race start, as we've got a sector 1 yellow flag. Don't know what that's for because there's no one there. GTAC UK having a very good start as well, up into P10. And yeah, also H Collins up 4 places, I believe, after the first lap. So a fantastic start from H Collins. Yeah, up 4 places, the biggest winner so far at the end of lap 1, as we've got quite a few people watching. And so hello to everyone at 2 Nhrl Div 2. And yeah, just going to go through the top 10 then, as they all cross the line here. We've got Pids in first with not Luke Beck in P2, should I say. In third, we've got Carl Briancon also up 3 places, with Blue also being one of the biggest losers out of them all. Now, it's gone actually. H Collins is going to go around the outside into turn 1, doesn't make the move stick, which moves on nicely onto P5 is H Collins, Ellie in P6, James Killer in P7, 11 in 8th, kind of counterintuitive there. GTAC UK on his return after 3 seasons in P9, and Matteo is in P10. Of course, our only DNF so far is Reese, so he will be upset. So that's your prediction out of the window.
I believe Reese was not in control of his car. That's why he didn't go anywhere. He wouldn't let him control his car.
Yeah, it is very unlucky that this game isn't very forgiving for that. Carps is on the hard, so I think Carps will be going towards the end of the race on that.
Yeah,
it can be doable.
Yeah, I believe Reese is trying to ask to see if we can have a restart.
Unfortunately, though, Connor is racing, so I don't think we are going to get a race restart. But yeah, that's very unlucky for Reese. Had a great qualifying session, qualified in P2, I believe, wasn't it? As now Blue is looking to overtake Carl Briancon into turn 1, and he makes the move already. Last of the late breakers as well. So Blue looking for some redemption here, going into P3, taking the position from Carl Briancon. Harley has gone very, very wide. So no wing. That's why H Collin does not have a front wing. I can understand that he wants to go faster, but believe me, shedding weight at the front wing like that will not make you go faster. If anything, it will make you go 10 times slower.
I'm just trying to sort out what's happening in a second.
No problem. GTAC UK, of course, on his return, the lead AlphaTauri. Of course, his first battle will be with his teammate Fred the Red. And yeah, Fred didn't have a great start. Oh, as there's a lot of understeer on the AlphaTauri of GTAC UK, as Fred goes ahead of GTAC UK. That is definitely a mouthful to say, I'll be honest. So Fred gets the last of the points so far. Of course, we are on lap 33. We've still got plenty of laps left to go. As we're going to go on board though with Blue, because he is on a charge, sets the fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:20.4, and H Collins gets a 3-second time penalty, as not Luke Beck is round. Not Luke Beck has spun it at turn 2. No, sorry, turn 1. I hope he's not going to get in trouble for this. Just make sure that he rejoins safely, as H Collins is in the pit to get his front wing changed, and he's also on the hard tyres. And 5-second time penalty for, wow, okay, we missed that. GTAC UK has hit his teammate so hard, not only has he given himself a 5-second time penalty, but also I do believe Fred the Red has got left front wing damage. And wow, not Luke Beck, he's not having the best of races here, is he?
Not from 0 to 0.
It could be also as well, maybe that.
Oh, he's dropped it again.
Well, it's hard tyres. Yeah, it's hard. Hot tyres. Waits patiently for people to go past. Fair play. He's got to go slow.
Right on the back of Pids now. He's using his overtake, but Pids is also using his dead both. being very sensible with their overtake, but it's gaining. I don't think it's going to be close enough this time.
Is he going to go for a dive down the inside? No, he's not. So, responsible driving there from Blue.
You can just see the dirty air going through turn 2.
Yeah, you get so much understeer. But we're going to stay on board though. In fact, we'll go on board with Pids. Of course, he's the one leading this race in the number 2 Haas.
Can I just give a shout out to Ellie running in P4?
Oh wow! Where did that come from?
All it takes is for one of them to retire up front, and you know.
Okay, so Ellie up 3 places, and also as well, big shout out to SLM11, James. Yeah.
Both Alpines in the top 6.
But I'm going to go back on board with Blue because I don't think he's going to go for a move just yet. As you got Brian Con also, just look at the top 3. Look how close they are together. This is some brilliant racing as they all get through the chicane quite nicely. And
yeah, I believe Pids needs about a 6/10 gap going onto the straight to be safe. Anything less than that,
Blue has got 100% of his DRS. Let's put it that way.
Just gets so much better corner exit. So I'm wondering
if does, yeah.
Different tyre pressures.
But here we go though.
Blue's using
a lot. Yeah, he was using a lot. Is he going to go for the dive down the inside? No, he's just putting him in the awareness program. Don't know why I said it like that. It's very weird. But we're going to have a very interesting battle for the race win. As these
dropped it and he's retired.
Oh no!
Dropped it at turn 7. Surely that's going to be a safety car.
Yes, it is.
Safety car deployed. Now,
what are we going to see? Are we going to see people come through on the pit? I've got a feeling they won't pit for hards.
The other question is, what safety car is it?
I think it's the boring one.
It is
the red one. Yeah. Well,
it's good playing to Carpenter's favour here though, because as long as he doesn't hit the safety car,
well, yeah, that's the hope anyway. Was he close? Yeah, he was. What about H. Collins? We know what he's like sometimes.
Safety car's going to suddenly break, isn't it?
Ooh. Okay.
I'm going to watch Pids.
Yeah, same
He's got a big decision on his head here. He either boxes for hards.
I think we are going to see.
He's got a box for hards.
I think we're mediums.
Come on, Pids. Yes, Pids is boxed. Yeah, they're all going to come in.
Right, so let's see what happens. Slows it down perfectly.
Right, Pids. I'll keep an eye on Pids. You keep an eye on
it. This will actually work out quite well for. Just want to say, James is in first because he's on the mediums, so this could actually work out quite nicely for him as well. So we've got Blue.
So we've got Pids and Blue on the hards, Carbine Con on the mediums, Ellie on the mediums, Matteo pitting for mediums, Eslav on the mediums, GTA continue on his mediums, Hart on the hards, Collins on the hards, and Nhrl Beck also on the hards. But unfortunately, Nhrl Beck has been lapped.
He should be able to. Can he not unlock himself?
No, the game won't let him, so he is now.
He's out of the running, really.
Do you remember last season, Reese around Russia? He couldn't make it past the safety car.
Oh, yeah.
So that is pretty much Luke's race finish.
Yeah, normally in real life, you could unlap yourself. But I just want to say, though, James, out of nowhere, leading the race so far.
And so, still, both Alpines in the top 6. But this is going to be really interesting to see with Carbine Con with his obvious tyre advantage. It's just whether we can
the thing is though, they could go to the end, but they will get very, very worn. I'm just trying to think of like when I did my career mode race.
And then try and make a gun for it, and then he'll have to hold them up. That's the only way he's really got a chance of winning this. If he's behind them lap 25, they're just going to start to pull by then.
Yeah, as that's not Luke Beck going into the pits there. He's not going to retire, is he? He's not going to retire.
Oh.
Not Luke Beck. Don't retire. You could still get points. If he does retire, then he's a fool. He will be a fool if he retires. I hope he doesn't retire. So I say he still can get points. It doesn't look like he's retiring. No, he's come back on track, so that's good. So he's not retiring. I can understand if he retired like 5 laps before the end and there was a safety car in his lap. Sure. But, yeah. Well, he's on the mediums, so he could look to go towards the end of the race on these tyres.
So, quite an eventful first 8 laps. We've had Reece not making it to the starting grid. A great battle for P1. Pids leading the race. Both Alpines jumping up into P5 and 6. It's going to be hard to call for him now because Pids, to be honest,
Pids isn't leading the race. Pids isn't leading. It's James. Yeah, he was leading, yeah. But actually, I'm curious, in all fairness. 7-lap-old tyres.
Carps and Collins have hit each other.
5 seconds
I'm not really sure what happened there because Carps overtook Collins. So I'm not really sure what happened there. But anyway, safety car. Oh, Carps got a yellow 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags.
So that's what, 10 seconds worth of penalties now?
Yeah, surely that'll get removed because under safety car and get in trouble for ignoring yellow flags. But I believe safety car should come in this.
Yeah, safety car is coming in this lap. So we're going to go back on board then with James. He's going to look to build a gap.
Early.
Gets it out of the way, and he's actually got a decent gap here to Pitt, and then Brian Con is all over the back of Blue, looking for a move down in.
Is he going to send it? Blue tries to string around the outside, surely he's going to cut him off. Blue's still there, holding it, and Carbine Con's got to move around the outside.
So now he'll pull away from Blue. But the thing is, though, Blue I don't think would have wanted to defend too much because he probably knows that these tyres. Yeah, he knows that these tyres could they can definitely go to the end. So,
it's interesting to see how close Carbine Con can get hit in the next lap. Obviously, having dirty air.
I want to say as well, shout out to Matteo up into P7. I don't think he's actually finishing the points this season. In the number 6 car, no helmet, so he's playing this one very, very risky. As not Luke Beck has gone so wide. No, sorry, it was H Collins that went very, very wide. So you can't get them tyres up to temperature just yet, as we've got a yellow flag, and it's Matteo. And it's Matteo again. Every time I mention someone having a good race, they crash. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let Twonk do the rest of the commentary. I'm not going to say a single word. Just want to mention, though, he does have front wing damage.
Yeah, James has got a 1.7 second lead back to Tids. Carbine Con is getting close to the back of him. Whether he'll be close enough to make a move by the end of this lap, hopefully he should be.
I think he will. Yeah, he'll get the move done at the next DRS section, I believe. As GTAC UK is out of the race. GTAC UK has retired. So this could.
So Pitts will be leading the race again. But this does help Carbine Con out with his tyre management. Obviously, 3 laps less. And Ellie, of course. Oh, SLM. She pitted them. SLM stuck behind the safety car coming out of the pit lane.
Should be able to get past the safety car.
Yeah. Matteo's running in his Nicholas Latifi. Fair enough. As long as SLM does not rear end the safety car.
You can go past, get past.
Go.
Go.
Yes. James, I believe, will pit now for... What's he going to pit for? Hards, obviously.
Carps is in AI mode. You shouldn't be in AI mode, mate. Definitely not. I wonder if those ahead of not Luke Beck will pit, and that means then he can start unlapping himself.
James has stayed out, so I wonder if they're playing tactical and trying to back Pids up into Carbine Con.
Well, as it stands at the moment, Not Luke Beck will get a single point if he finishes his race.
Alright, let me check the warm. I mean, I tell you what, Pitts has really surprised me in this race. He's had the pace to get up there with the top lads.
There's not
His
only one.
qualifying pace was just there, but I didn't realise his race pace would be this good.
Oh, I love this camera.
That'd be amazing.
I mean, he's definitely on it.
Oh, Collins has retired from the session.
Oh, he hasn't, has he? What's happened?
I think he's crashed.
Oh, he's crashed, yeah, final corner. So, not Luke Beck will get
now being P9.
Yep, 2 points. Just needs to finish the race. I think he needs to finish, what is it, 95% of the race, so get to like lap 30, I think. And he's guaranteed 2 points. H. Collins won't get a point now, I believe, as he hasn't completed. Is it the 75% rule, or is it the 95% rule?
I think it's 90%.
So we're probably looking at about lap 30 then. So yeah,
lap 29. Lap 29, right.
Yeah, it's confusing, but at the moment then, we've only got 9 runners. Not Luke Beck will be loving this, as next lap he will be taking P9. Unfortunately though, he is lapped, but hey, it's 2 points on the board, 2 points more than his teammate, who didn't even start the race, so you know, we can't really make that comparison, can we? But at the moment then, on the safety car, we are a third of the way through. At the moment then, the top 10, or should I say top 9, we've got James Killett in P1, of course, on the medium tyres, so most likely going to pit again at the end towards the end of the race onto the softs. Just remember though, there is meant to be rain coming. Don't forget that, there is rain. We forgot about that one. We forgot about that.
Medium runners.
The medium runners, which are... so
I wonder if James is trying to bulk out until the...
So yeah. Ellie in P5. Also, Ellie is in P5. Would have the tyre advantage over Blue. And I wonder if people are on dry setups or wet setups. I think people will be on wet setups. I'm not too sure. Although it does seem like
clouds in the sky now starting to form. It's getting darker.
Yeah.
I reckon in the next 10 laps we'll see rain starting to fall.
We'll keep an eye on the halos.
These guys got to rely on Jeff.
Matteo is going bold. He's on softs.
10 laps on softs, yeah, you could do that.
And then as well, because of the soft tyres will actually work okay in damp conditions, I think. Is it the soft tyres that work well in conditions, or would it be like the medium or hards? I can never get my head around that.
The most grippy.
That makes sense, yeah.
I believe it's the soft. The safety car should be in this lap.
We'll keep an eye. Nothing has been said yet. I think because Matteo is so far behind, I think we might get another lap, which will actually be very good for the likes of those on the medium runners. And also as well, Matteo, because like I say, he's on the soft tyres, he's going to be so much faster, theoretically, than 11 and Carps. So we could...
The only problem is he is going to be right behind Luke Beck. There's obviously a lap car, so he's going to have to get straight out the way.
Yeah, but the thing is though, if he's quicker than Matteo, which, no offence to Matteo, not Luke Beck is a faster driver out of the two, then I don't think he'll have to really get out of the way. So
yeah.
The thing is though, if those ahead of him all pit early on the inters and he still feels comfortable on the mediums, you know, he could actually still have the advantage here and then get himself back on laps of everyone and then be able to overtake everyone else. So it's not over. It's not over whatsoever. But yeah.
You know what would be good in this game if you had safety car cam?
Yeah, that would be quite good. Like you ride on board with with the safety car driver. Is it Bert Meinlander or something?
Meinlander.
The hero of 2020, should we add? after saving Grosjean's life, in a way. So, respect to the safety car driver. I remember when the Halo was introduced, everyone hated it, didn't they? Like, they was like, oh, it's going to be horrible, what's the point? A few years later, something happened. I mean, it happened with Lewis Hamilton.
Saved over 2018 Fernando Alonso at Spa.
Yeah, there was also, in a way, it saved Hamilton's life. I mean, Ty's still hit his head, yes, but, you know, if it wasn't for the fact there was a Halo there, it would have been 10 times worse. But
anyway,
we move
safety
on.
Cars in this lap.
You beat me to it.
Return to green flag racing, but James has been very aggressive following the safety car. Well, of course, the pit lane is right there, isn't it?
Ooh, gets a little bit.
And he's gone, but Pids.
Yeah, Pids has read him.
Restart. It's going to be right with him down into turn one. Pulls out the slipstream. They're having a drag race. Pids down into turn one. Will he send it? No, he just hangs back.
Yeah, smart driving in all fairness. He's going to have, in a way, now the fresher tyres, because then Mediums are 13 laps old. Alright, I would say they're about 7 laps old in a way, because 7 or 8 laps old altogether, just because we've had like 4 or 5 laps of safety cars at the moment. Carps has got past Ellie, by the way, and now Ellie will be under attack from her teammate SLM11. Not Luke Beck has let Matteo go past, so very respectful from the Aston Martin driver there, as SLM11 gets a little bit wayward, and now here comes not Luke Beck unlapping himself. Let's hope he can hold that position as Carbrine Con and Pitts
sends it, goes deep, Pitts on the cutback. Oh, he just loses a bit of traction. Now he's got Blue right behind him. See, if he holds up Blue, the McLarens will be in dreamland. Because clouds are forming, the rain is coming, and they'll both know that. But
not Luke Beck gets 3-second time penalty. Matteo, I think, was trying to get past 11, almost had her, but then lost out on the position. Not Luke Beck actually has now, I think. Oh no, not Luke Beck is still ahead of Matteo. Sorry, and. Yeah, he's ahead of Matteo and 11. Sorry, I'm confused there a little bit.
Do you reckon there'll be any team orders down at McLaren?
I don't believe so. No. I know there wasn't any team orders last week in qualifying. Last Legionnaire Shaft. Is that you, H. Collins, by any chance? You'll have to let me know. Oh, it's GTAC UK. So GTAC UK has mentioned that him and Fred hit each other as we both spun on the same corner. He spun and I spun. Well, that's Spain for you. But welcome back to NHRO after 3 seasons out. Unfortunately,
Spain without
exactly. Also known as Pain, just straight up. Don't get me wrong. In the game, it is a fun track to race on. I do just want to mention though, Blue, he's down in P4 and he can't really. Oh, actually, to be fair, Pids has lost quite a bit of pace. So I don't know if it's because of these hards. As Blue gets 3-second time penalty.
Blue gets a 3-second time penalty. I was watching Pids on board and I thought he cut the corner. So
yeah, no, I did.
Just followed him in, and obviously Pids had a warning spare, and Blue obviously did. And then he's
Blue
got
and Ellie and SLM11 have made contact by looks of things. Both spun, and then Ellie just goes into the side of her teammate. As, SLM11 is out of the race. She lost it under traction.
Safety car again.
Oh,
right.
Another safety car.
Interesting now because rain is probably only a few laps away now.
I'll tell you what, this is actually going to be good for Matteo here, because he's on 3-lap-old softs. He'll be a lot quicker still. You know, Matteo's just playing the long game here, let's be honest.
By the way, Luke back up into P8 now.
Yeah, he will be, won't he? Surely he can't get a podium. Imagine if he gets a podium even though he's lapped.
But the two Alpines, it was all going so well. Obviously, we didn't know what happened, but
well, by the looks of it, going into turn 1/2, it looks like they were side by side, made contact, or one of them spun into the other one, and then you had Ellie going to the side of SLM11, and then SLM11 trying to get on power a little bit quick, just lost it. So it doesn't seem like anyone's going to the pits though. And yeah, not Luke Beck up into 8th, and I think that is 3 points so far as we are halfway through the race. It's sad though, there's so many safety cars, but thankfully like, it hasn't been safety cars caused by stupid manoeuvres. It does seem like everyone has been smart. Spain's just a horrible track. It's so easy to spin. The curbs are just horrible around there. It's just one of them things, you know, especially with this handling model still being a bit weird. Obviously, it's a lot better than it was, let's say, 2 months ago. But, yeah. All I know is that...
McLaren 1-2, once again. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, of course, yeah, they had a 1-2, didn't they, around Italy? Let's be honest, no one expected that. And I'm kind of glad that Norris didn't win, because then I didn't have to get a haircut with the number 4 into the side of my head. Because that's one of the best that I've made. I don't know if it's in Nhrl or not. But I said if George Russell can get P5 or better in the Williams, I'll get the number 63 shaved into the side of my head. If Norris wins a race, it'll be the number 4. And if Max Verstappen wins the World Championship, it'll be 33 in the side of my head. Because I'm going to get a haircut around Christmas anyway. Because it's very long. As the rain is pouring in Spain. The rain falls mainly on the plane in Spain. Is it how it goes? I don't know. But there is rain. As Matteo comes into pit short, he's not going to go onto the Inters. No, not the Inters. Surely not. Let's go on board with him. What? No, he can't go. He can't. If he goes on the Inters, then he's screwed himself over. And it's gone onto another set of softs. Okay. This could actually work out. This could actually still be okay, because he's not really losing any positions out of this, right?
Yeah, and there's only rain currently in sector 1. There's nothing in sector 3 at the minute, or 2.
Really?
On my screen there isn't there?
No, there is rain in sector 2 still.
No, it might just be a graphic glitch for me then.
It's not realistic simulation weather, you know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what would be good though. If in the future, of course, you know, it's gonna have to be on the next gen consoles. If they did have something like, you know, it could be wet in sector 1, but dry in sector 3, or they could have, you know, real life weather. So let's say you're racing around Spa, as the safety car comes in this lap. But yeah, say if you're racing...
Matteo's gone.
Oh, Matteo's... He's dead. Oh. Matteo has just crashed.
Well, you were saying
not Luke Beck is now P7. So yeah, imagine if... Because I know Microsoft Air Flight Simulator, whatever it's called, does this. But like they have real life weather. So if it's, let's say in real life it's raining in Spain, or Spa, let's say, when you're racing there in career mode, it will take the weather from there. As James Killer, I didn't even start my cigarette, but James Killer now is on the charge in P1, but Connor is right behind him. Is he going to go for a move in turn 1?
Down the inside.
He's going to have the extra grip.
Team orders. Yes, and he sends it down the inside.
Fair play.
Now these are all tentative moments. We're coming into the crossover point here. Hard runners should surely drop back because they just will not have the grip, but this could help Ellie, you know. She can claw back to them. It's just
yeah, definitely.
Who makes the call first?
I've got a feeling that, you know, for someone that is lapped, guaranteed points anyway, I've got a feeling that not Luke Beck will come in before everyone else. He'll be the first of the runners to come in for Inters, I think. Doesn't look like it is. I mean, of course, we don't have the same sort of graphical advantages as what the drivers do, but there we go. Not Beck on pin to P7.
Yeah, their lap times about 2 seconds, 3 seconds slower, so they're not really timed for Inters yet. Probably another lap.
But I mean, if Ellie though can like keep us on track, she's on for a P6 as well, so and that'd be very, very good.
Decent best result, I believe. Oh, it's Pids comes into the pit lane. Carps into the pit lane.
Not Luke Beck is staying out. Ellie's staying out. So yeah, Carps and Pids are the first of the runners then to come into the pits. They are going to risk this one for a chocolate biscuit. I really want chocolate biscuit now.
Good old dark chocolate digestion. Oh, Carp's serving one of his millions of penalties.
Yeah, I was about to say many penalties, but
let's just see how Pids takes turn 1. Very tentative. It's hard to tell. I do believe this is currently the point where...
Yeah, it is that crossover period. We'll keep an eye on the gap though between Ellie and Pids to see how much it goes down. Oh yeah, so maybe the medium tyres then are probably still the better tyres to be on at this moment in time. But I'll expect to see
it going down. Now it's going up again.
Yeah. I'm just going to keep an eye on those at the front. But I'm going to go on board with Carl Briancon, who's pulled out 3.3 seconds, 3.5 seconds.
James is, I think they're going to double stack, I believe. James is dropping back. Or not. James is into the pits. Blue's staying out. Ellie is staying out. Pids is in the pits already.
It's getting to that point now where you can definitely tell it's starting to get a lot wetter. But Pids, quite far behind actually. He's lost a lot of time. So I don't think it was actually time for the Inters just yet.
James is going to jump him.
No, I don't think he will. If he does, it's going to be very close. Yeah, James is going to jump Pids. Well, he was already ahead of Pids in a way, but...
By a good 2 seconds.
So I was going to keep an eye on the times between James and Ellie here. Because if Ellie can keep this consistent, she could possibly get out in P3. I just want to mention that one last time. P3.
The gap's still going up.
Surely she can't get the overcut done. This isn't the Ellie that we know. She would have crashed out by now.
17.3. Oh, this what just suddenly went down. Yeah, I do believe it's time now.
Yeah, it's going down. So she needs to pit now. Come on, Ellie, go into the pits. I'm rooting for you here. Go into the pits. Go into the pits. Yes, go into the pits. Good.
Nice
Oh yeah. Break. Oh, Ellie, so close. Carl Briancon is in the pits, so everyone now will be on the intermediates to the end of the race.
And Connor,
what a gap
James,
this is.
Will he jump Blue? No, Blue's ahead.
Blue
James
has done very well. So those that already pitted earlier on Inters have lost out big time. Ellie will come out in P5. So right fair play.
But still spread out.
I do want to mention though as well, in a way, oh no, maybe not. Sorry, she is still behind, not Luke Beck. But yeah, Ellie is ahead of Carps.
It's closing the gap on Pids.
She isn't, is she?
She is.
Ellie, what is... I want there to be an internal investigation here, because I don't think this is Ellie driving. I just want to mention that. I don't think this is actually Ellie driving. She's got someone else driving for her. Yeah, it's down to less than a second now. Surely she can't get into P4.
Look at the brake.
You out there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if Ellie can finish in P4, do you think we should get Ellie into this party chat? Because
Definitely.
I know it's meant to be for top 3 only.
But that is a one in a lifetime.
In fact, how many points is she on at the moment? I'm going to take a quick look.
Hang on, DRS is still enabled.
Nope.
Oh, no, not.
Now it's disabled.
Really?
Surely Ellie can... I'm sorry, but this is a George Russell moment in the Williams in a way.
Ellie needs to use our ERS. She's got 100%. You gained so much back in the wet.
Oh, I'm getting all emotional here. Well, she's got 10 laps to try and get P4. So we're not going to stay on board with her just yet because we don't want to jinx it.
Oh, hang on. She's got a 5-second penalty.
Yeah, but what about Pids though?
He's got a 3-second. So Pids needs to crash, but I don't want Pids to crash.
I know I should be unbiased, but I do want Pids to crash in a way. The thing is though, what if Connor or James or both of them, right, crash? You know, we've seen better drivers crash before.
I know, I've crashed many times.
Ellie could get a podium. Right, let's go on board with someone else. The thing is though, that is the closest battle on track. But I don't really want to jinx this.
Is the rain going to stop again, or is it going to keep on raining?
No, I think it's going to keep on raining. Oh, hang on, she's lost a lot of time now. It's now down to 1.3 seconds. So I'm just looking here. Ellie has got no points. No, sorry, she's got 8 this season. So it'll either be her personal best or her personal or joint personal best. I don't know.
The gap just dropped rapidly up top. Blue is catching Carbon Con. It's just weather.
In my opinion, as well,
dropped back quite a bit from Pids now.
Yeah, she has started using her ERS a little bit more. I mean, in fact, they're actually on both. They're both on the same amount here, like around 80% each. So maybe Pids is now starting to push that a little bit more.
Yeah.
But like I say, anything can happen. As long as Ellie can keep this on track, she could still get a podium. That's the crazy thing about it. Like, yeah, okay, I know now she's 2 seconds behind, and that. Like, she could still get P5, which would be an amazing achievement for her, so fair play. But obviously, she wants that P4. She was gaining. I think she might have lost it in one of the corners and just lost a bit of her composure. Now she's gaining the composure again, and she goes quite wide. She might have got a warning for that. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'm just looking at Blue. Actually, it's now down to less than 2 seconds. So,
however, Blue does have a 3-second on his back.
Oh yeah, of course it does. Actually, yeah, let's take a look at the penalties then. Ellie gets a 3-second time penalty, so that's going to be P4 out of the window now, unfortunately. Yeah, Ellie's got the most penalties. Blue, yeah, 3 seconds. Pids, 3 seconds. Ellie, 8. Carps, 5, and not Luke Beck, 3. Let's be honest, you can get 15 seconds worth of penalties, don't really want to make a difference.
Gap is now down to 1.5 seconds.
Could you just take a look at Carbine Con and James's penalty situation? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Carbine Con is on no warnings at all.
So he could track extend a couple of times to gain a bit of an advantage. Of course,
James is on no warnings at all.
So the McLaren boys are doing very, very well here.
The gap is now down to a second. Obviously, no DRS due to the wet conditions, so it'll be down to pure slipstream and engine power.
Yeah, now it's less than a second now. It's 8.5 tenths, 8 tenths, 7.5 tenths, 7 tenths, 8 tenths again.
We've got a big battle about to commence. Carbine Con will not
want to let him pass. No, yeah.
Scrub on exit. Blue would have seen that. That will give him confidence to go down the straight.
I'll tell you what though, he was on the ERS very early, very risky. And here we go then.
Con's weaving to the inside, but Blue's too far back, I believe.
Yeah, he's not pushing that just yet. So smart play. He's going to wait for Connor to make a mistake. And I'll tell you what, though, Blue is looking very, very good here. He's taking some good lines. As Carb Rincon goes very, very wide. He's seen his opportunity. Oh, good defending from Connor. Aggressive defending, but also fair defending. As my cat joins me next to me. So that's a welcome surprise. But no, she's gone up onto the windowsill. Thank you very much. So yeah, this is the closest I can't even speak now. I'm getting that excited. This is the closest battle on track so far. And we're looking like we're going to have a good end to the race. So in a few laps time, those that are still on track will be guaranteed points even if they DNF. So not Luke Beck is going to get, I think, 4 or 5 points out of this. I still want to mention though, Ellie, like, she's had a fantastic race this weekend. I say weekend, this Thursday night. I actually want to see how many laps she's gained on people. Not laps, I say. Position change. Actually, no. So far, the driver of the day is James, but because he's up 9 places. But here we go then. Not Blue is going to look for a move on Carb Rincon, but Connor has got a very slick.
Falls out late. Oh, that has a look, but thinks better of it, and he's going to. Carb Rincon wants it to wide. Blue's right up his rear end now.
I think Connor has got less downforce by the looks of things.
Yeah, Blue's going to send it. No,
nah,
he better of it again.
To be fair, Blue isn't that type of driver. You know, Blue is a very patient driver. He'll wait for the right opportunity for Connor to make mistakes, and at the moment Connor is that much under pressure. It does look like he's making a lot of mistakes. That's surely got to be a track limit warning for Blue. But the rain has definitely come down heavier.
That 3-second penalty.
Yeah, so he does
get past him ASAP.
Yeah. Do you think Connor will like hold him up a little bit for James to catch up? I mean, it doesn't look like that.
No, James is 9 seconds off the lead as well.
Just want to mention as well, Pids is on the back of James as well, so might want to keep an eye on that one as well. But I'm going to go back on board with Blue.
And in the final corner, does he get a good exit? See, Blue's struggling his exit out of the final corner. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but anyway, here we go. ERS engine mode.
That McLaren is so quick in a straight line. So beyond, I do think, yeah, that if Blue is close enough to him, you will see a dive down the inside or around the outside. He's going to have the extra.
Oh, Clark's is going to send it down the inside of Ellie. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's fine.
Sends it down the inside. Ellie's going to hold it around the outside. Ellie's going to hold it
off the track a little bit.
Better drive out the corner. And no, she's still there. She's still there.
Not Luke Beck getting out of the way, so that's nice of him. So
and Carps has got that position now.
I'm going to go back on board with Blue.
Close to I don't know if he made a mistake or something.
Carb Rincon has made a mistake. This could be his chance. Is he going to pull to the inside? He is going to pull to the inside, but he doesn't make the move just yet. But Blue is looking very, very comfortable. I'm trying to say confident and comfortable at the same time. It's not working. But he's looking very racy. Let's put it that way. But yeah, Pids has lost a bit of time. Actually, no, he's still just behind James at the moment. But the real battle here is going to be Carb Rincon and
Blue's right under his gearbox now.
Surely this is it. He's gaining. Not Lubeck's got 3 seconds time penalty.
He's gaining around the outside.
No, it's not going to do it. No, it's going to. But look at the pace advantage he's got. Oh, Blue almost loses it. He needs to get past so quick, though. That's the thing. Thing is, though, you know, Carb Rincon doesn't really need to defend too much. Ah, I'm on board. Here we go.
Carb Rincon with the bare exit. Where'd that come from?
I know. I was trying to get on board with Blue, but I think Blue overtook him for like a split second, which then put me straight onto James. But here we go then. Just going to keep on board with these two because this is a very good battle for first. This has probably got to be like the battle of the season so far.
It's only been 3 races, hasn't it?
Yeah, but you know. That's why I said so far. Carps gets a 3-second time penalty.
Same amount of penalties as Ellie now.
No, Ellie's got 8 seconds, wasn't it?
Those Carps.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, snap, yeah. Well, we're just going to stay on board with these two because this is a fantastic battle. I've got a feeling that this isn't going to end too well, I'll be honest. I'm expecting them two to come together and then, yeah, something's going to happen.
He's going to start to get desperate now. If he wants a chance of winning this race, he needs to get past him.
It has to be on the second to last lap when he gets past him. Because he's got the pace advantage through the corner. That's the thing. Because there, look at Blue at the moment. Oh, hang on, here we go.
He's going to send it.
Oh, very close.
There we go, right. He's going to get a rod now. He's going to dive to the inside.
No, he's not. He's going to stick it around the outside.
He's going to try to stick it around the outside. Connor's surely going to run him out of track.
No, he hasn't.
Very respectable there.
Very respectable. Thing is, though, Connor knows that even if Blue gets past him, he's still got a 3-second time penalty.
3 seconds.
Exactly.
Yeah, below you can see the clear advantage.
Here we go then. This has got to be it. This has got to be it now.
To the outside, Connor's going to push him onto the grass. Oh, but Connor's run it wide. Blue's going to get the switch, but they've come together.
Contact. I think Blue has just backed out there as well, just so he doesn't get that advantage. Interesting stuff is happening, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, you got. So you got Ferrari power versus Mercedes power for P1, and then Ferrari power versus Mercedes power for P3. No, he hasn't, has he? Oh no! Oh dear! Pids is going to be licking his lips here. Will Pids decide to overtake James, or will it be the respectful? But the thing is, though, or is he going to be respectful? No.
No. AI's
yeah, the AI is actually defending quite well. I don't think it is.
Session. Yeah, that's James. That's definitely James.
Is it?
It has to be. An AI won't defend like that.
No, definitely not. That case, no, James is still in the car then. Bit weird. Right, back on board though with Car Briancon and Blue. Still a very good battle for P1. I was about to say P2, but no, it is for first. Blue's got a hope for a miracle here. As Pids and James, oh my god. Okay, this isn't a good battle. You know, we're seeing a fantastic battle between Blue and Connor.
Right, Blue's got to run down into... I'm keeping an eye on Blue. Blue's got to run down into turn 1. Is he going to pull to the inside? Yes, he's going to pull down to the inside.
This has got to be it.
Wheel down to the S. He's going to send it down the inside. Connor's going to string it round. They're wheel to wheel still.
Oh my
Blue
god,
just
what?
backs out of it, but he's going to have the advantage going around turn 3. Connor's going to run it a bit wide. Blue's going to hopefully get the cut back on him. Yes, he's got the run. He's going to send it down the inside. Bit of bumping tyres, that's okay.
I just want to say though, Blue has got hardly any ERS left as a Car Briancon.
Just block pass.
Yeah, that was quite aggressive from Connor.
Blue's, oh god.
No, this ain't gonna end well, this ain't gonna end well. Thing is though, it's it's all over for Blue. It's all over for Blue. He's not gonna
let him through now.
He's not gonna go for a stupid move. He's not gonna go for stupid. No, he's not. Like I say, it's not that type of driver.
Is coming up to James. Obviously, he's not gonna beat him due to the 8 seconds of penalties.
Oh, Ellie's gets a 3-second time penalty. Although though, she is going to finish in P6. Let's just put it that way. I'm going to have a cigarette before the end of the race because I'm going to need one here.
Can't believe.
Actually, no, I'm going to wait. I'm going to behave. I'm going to be a good boy. Well,
Blue's going to give it one more last go.
Thing is, though, even
He's got nothing to lose.
Thing is, though, it
It's
could
just
all go
not close
horribly
enough,
wrong.
that top line speed. The McLaren's faster than the Ferrari, and the Ferrari's got the slipstream.
Yeah. I think Connor's got a dry setup on and Blue's got a wet setup on. It's like, Blue is so much quicker in the corners. We all know that. But he just can't make it stick through the straight lines. Which is kind of sad. So, the Carps and James killer, by the way. Carps got past... I'll go back and forth with him in a second. James has now dropped down to 5th. I just want to mention that. He was in 3rd, he's now dropped down to 5th.
Pitts podium.
Yeah, you called it. In fact, I think this is how you called it in a way.
I did call Carl Con, Pitts and Reese. So I was close.
Yeah, he was actually. But, yeah, we're going to stay on board with these two. Even if Blue does overtake Connor, it's not going to make a difference. Connor's had a very good race. In fact, everyone's had a very good race, except for those that didn't finish. But just taking a look at positions gained. Doesn't say positions gained. Here we go. Connor, yeah, up 5 places this race. But yeah, he's just going to go for it. Little bit of argy-bargy through the final corners here.
Connor's rounding the final corner.
And he's going to win the Spanish Grand Prix. Pids will come across. Yeah.
Pids can come home with a very respectable P3.
Not Luke Beck has got another 3-second time penalty here. We've also got Carps. Sorry, no, we've got James Killer coming home in P5. By looks things. No, sorry, P4. P4 for James in the end. Ellie, yeah, fair play. She'd be a little bit upset that she didn't get P4, but hey, P6 is still very, very good for her.
Today, I believe.
It'll probably end up going to James. He was up 7 places.
To El Party.
So it will be Pids, Car, Brian Con, and Blue, I believe. Let's double check. Yeah, so Car, Brian Con, Blue, and Pids. So there we go, guys. That is the end of today's race. We do have a new winner of Division 2. At this time, it is Car, Brian Con, defending very well from Blue, who finishes in P2. XD Pids in a fantastic P3. Very respectable from him. No one expected him, actually, to be on the podium. James Killer in P4. Only 2 of the drivers that didn't get a penalty. You've also got Carps in P5. Will be a little bit upset that he couldn't finish a little bit higher. Ellie in P6. A fantastic race from her, getting herself some decent points for herself and the team of Alpine. In P7 is not Luke Beck, unfortunately. He was the last of the runners. He was lapped, but he still gets them points, so fair play. Matteo in P8, unfortunately, DNF. In fact, the rest of these are all DNFs, aren't they? We've got Matteo in 8th, SLM11 in 9th. We've got H. Collins in 10th. GTAC UK on his return after 3 seasons in 11th. Fred the Red in P12. And unfortunately, we do have Reese rounding off the grid in P13. Very unlucky for him. Didn't even get into his car, and that was it. He could have had a podium. He could have got some points, more points, should I say, for the Aston Martin team. We're just getting everyone in. I think we've got everyone in. I'm not too sure. Do we have Carver, Con, Blue, and Pids?
We're just waiting for Pids.
Waiting for Pids. Okay, we'll give it a few more minutes, and then we'll get the we'll get everything sorted. If someone wants to message Pids to join this party, then
yeah.
And then what we'll do, we'll start off with Pids, then Blue, then Connor. So yeah, we'll give it another minute or so, and then if he hasn't joined, we'll start without him. And if he does join halfway through, we'll then ask him some questions as well.
There he is.
8 Pids. Right, has everyone got their mics on and also on share?
Yep.
Pids, are you there?
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, we'll start with you then. P3. Tell us from your perspective, how does it feel to get the podium?
It's very good because it's been a long time.
When you say a long time, when was your last podium here in NHRL? Oh, so it's your first podium in NHRL?
Yeah, I think my
Oh,
best was a P6.
well, if we knew that, then we would have given it more hype in the stream. So there we go then. Yeah. So your first podium. How does that feel, being your first podium?
It's good to be fair because I didn't think I'd get it because James Killer was in front of me with no pens, but I think he lagged out, so I was just quicker than they are.
Yeah, we noticed that. Then we saw you trying to get past him, and there's a little bit of argy-bargy. Do you think he was actually still in his car? Do you think maybe the game just did a visual glitch, or do you think maybe he was out of his car?
I'm not sure, to be honest, because I was a lot quicker than him when it said he lagged out, but yeah.
Tonk, any questions?
You had the pace to be up there with the lads at the beginning. Are you happy with your improvement you've had so far this season?
Yeah, I haven't practiced like that much, but I could practice a lot more.
You're just a born talent.
Tiny bit quicker.
If you're done with the questions on that one, Tonk, we can get on to Blue.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah. Blue, disappointing. You know, we all expected you really to win, but you let us all down. Oh, what happened?
I mean, to be honest, I'm really not happy with that race at all.
Tell us why, possibly, hopefully.
It was quite obvious that during the rain, I was so much faster than the leading car, and I just couldn't make a move. Every time I tried making a move, I'd either get pushed or just lose traction, and I just resulted in another penalty, and I gave up in the end.
Yeah, we noticed that. I even mentioned tonight in the comms box that you was a lot quicker through the corners, but in my eyes, it looked like it was great defending from Connor. Like, this is my personal opinion and all that, obviously. Obviously, I'm not the one driving in the situation, but on the straights, you know, you was gaining, but you wasn't quick enough in the straight line. But then in corners, you was a lot quicker, but Connor was like closing the door fairly well in a way. Do you think maybe you had the wrong setup? Do you think, or
No, I had the right setup for the right conditions, but I didn't want any straight line speed at all. I wanted it all through the corners because of the type of track that it is. And there were so many opportunities that I could have overtaken, but they didn't. I just threw them away or got just
I mean, it is difficult in the wet. You know, also as well, you know, playing online, it's a lot more difficult. You can't really judge to the full extent of where everyone is. But you know, P2, that's still what, 18 points plus another 2 points for pole position. Surely you've got to be somewhat happy with that. But did you get fastest lap as well? So you still got 21 points out of a possible 28. So I mean, can't be too disappointed with that, surely.
Yeah, that's okay. Good for perspective.
Yeah. No more questions on my end for Blue. What about you, Tonk?
Yeah, for you, Blue. Were you getting really frustrated near the end of the race? Because we could see you throughout the second part, third part of the lap. You were all over Connor. But then down the straight, you would just blitz you. Were you getting really frustrated? Because you saw at the end, you started just to make dive bombs, urgent to get past. Was your...
I was at the point where I wanted to give up on racing.
Oh wow!
I was so fed up.
It was brilliant for us commentators. What a battle it was. But yeah, do you feel that if you did have got past, would you have left them
If I
behind?
got past, I could have pulled it. Possibly 2.5 seconds. I wouldn't have got the win, but I could have pulled it.
That's all from me.
Yeah. Right, we'll get on to the race winning then car. Brian Conn in the McLaren. So, congratulations to you, Connor. The final few laps were very touch and go, should we say. You had the pace in the straight line, not necessarily in the corners, but yeah, how was it on your end?
It was really difficult, especially toward the end. I know it's not the easiest of races around a wet Spain, let alone when you've got someone like Blue trying to chase you down. The thing is, like, one small mistake, I would have either outbrake myself, but even if I broke a bit too early, I would have had him run into the back of me, and the stills are probably going to go in Craig's favour for me braking too early, but he did drive really well. His pace was something else, because you notice when there was a huge gap between us, he was catching me. But when he caught me, he couldn't overtake. Personally, I'd put that down more to dirty air than anything. Yeah, my car was quick in the straights, but it was just kind of almost a bit like Monaco reasons why you can't really overtake, because I don't know, wet conditions, the top of the track. So,
yeah, it does look like it's a difficult situation in the wet. You know, it's just I think any track really in general, it's so difficult to overtake because setups are all different. But that's 25 points in the bag. You're closing ever so slightly up to P1 in the driver standings. A lot of points in the constructors as well. Do you feel like you can take the championship fight? I mean, obviously, we're only in round 3 at the moment, so it's still very early on in the season. But do you think maybe you and Blue could have a really good battle for the championship this season?
I don't know, because my aim isn't to win the championship. I'm just here to be racing against people similar to my own pace. I don't really mind if I'm finishing P6, to be fair, but it's another win, but I'm happy with Blue's pace so far.
Well, you drove a really great race. Twonk, any more questions for Connor?
No, I don't really have anything, but just congratulations to him for the race win.
So you asked everyone else questions, but not Connor.
I'm sure. I was going to ask about the championship, and you just said it.
I see how it is. Well, you're the one that's going to have to throw the wrath of Connor, most likely tomorrow. But well, if that is everything, then there's not really much left to ask, except from one last question to all of you. It's Monaco next week, if I'm correct. How is everyone feeling about that? Well, we've got Connor's perspective. What about you, Blue? How do you feel about Monaco next week? Say that again, sorry.
I will not be winning that race.
Pids, what about you?
I'm not very good at Monaco, so I have to practice.
Well, it's going to be an interesting race then next week, so make sure you join us for that one. But for now, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for Twonk for joining me tonight.
It's been my pleasure.
And yeah, we'll see you all. We'll see you all next week for the Monaco Grand Prix here on the NHRL Div 2 channel. Good night.